Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
Scientists have found a second solar system in the universe.
What's the second solar system?
It's just a system like ours, with a star and a number of planets going around it.
Is this good news or bad news?
It's exciting news. If we find a second solar system, we might find a second Earth.
You mean with people on it?
Yes. Isn't that exciting? Well, how did you enjoy your seaside trip?
It was fun, I tell you.
Tell me about it, will you?
Well, we drove through the valley on our way there in the morning. It was a magnificent sight.
Did you stop at the fall for some pictures?
Sure, we wouldn't miss that for anything. After that, we took a short cut to the park. There was very little traffic, so we got there in less than an hour.
You were lucky then.
Yeah, we spent the whole morning under the tall trees. We had our picnic there, too.
What did you do after that?
We went for a swim in the sea. That was the biggest part of the day. Just look at my nice tan.
So you must have had a busy and enjoyable day yesterday.
Yes, you are right. And I was so tired out that I fell asleep on the way back. My muscles are still stiff from the swim yesterday.
Hey, Paul, why the long face?
It's difficult to explain.
Try me.
Well, I had a terrible day of work. I'm thinking of quitting my job.
Take it easy. Maybe tomorrow will be different.
I don't know. I can't stand my job these days.
Cheer up. I hope you'll feel better soon.
I watched a very interesting documentary about plants yesterday evening. It was called Unusual Plants, and looked at several species of plants from around the world which have unusual features.
Really? Tell me about some of the plants they showed.
Well, there was one type of plant that catches insects and eats them.
Is that type of plant found in this country?
No, it isn't. It's a pity, because I'd like to see it in action.
So what other unusual plants did they show?
They showed flowers that only provide their nectar to one type of butterfly or bee. The insect has to be the exact size to get the nectar. Other insects cannot get it. Of course, when the insect collects the nectar, it also takes some pollen from one flower to another.
That's very specialized. So, the insects and the flowers rely on each other. If one became extinct, the other would too.
That's right. That's one reason why it's so important to protect every species.
I see. The plants that fascinate me most are cacti. I find it amazing that they can survive in such dry desert conditions.
According to the documentary, they have an incredible ability to find water supplies, however small, and then store them without losing much through evaporation.
That's why they often have long roots to find water spines instead of leaves, to reduce water loss.
I like NBA very much.
Did you watch NBA games before you came to the US?
No, I didn't.
What a pity.
Do you like NBA?
Yes, of course.
Who do you like best of the NBA players?
Kobe.
So do I.
Let's go to watch an NBA game tonight, shall we?
That's fine. Have you ever made any plan for your future?
Of course I have. I'd like to marry a handsome man and have 2 children if possible.
Not me. I'd like to be a bachelor forever.
I don't believe you can make it when you meet your Mrs. Right.
The acting of this film is marvelous. In spite of the thin plot, the acting, the music and the scene have won the Academy Award of this year.
I'm sorry for Hero. I don't think there's any excuse for his acting in some parts.
Don't be too critical. We can't expect it to be perfect.
Good afternoon, sir. May I help you?
I booked a table yesterday.
What's your name, please?
Smith.
A minute, please. Yes, this way, please.
John, you look pale. What happened?
I stayed up last night.
Did you have something on your mind? You look so concerned. Maybe I can help you.
Will, I'm under a lot of pressure. My manager is very pushy. He assigned me 2 projects. Now the deadlines are near, but I have finished neither of them.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, I guess no one can help me but myself. For the moment, I just need someone to talk to so that I can relieve my stress.
I know your feeling. Take it easy and say something to me if you like.
Oh, buddy, you are so kind. Thank you.
Not at all. What a police officer.
I've never seen such a scene either except in films.
It's really unimaginable. The police officer screamed at the driver and used bad language, but the driver took it on the chin.
It was good to see you here, John.
Happy to see you too, Mike. How's your family?
Pretty good, thank you.
You must be pretty excited about your trip to Europe. When is it that you are leaving?
In just 3 weeks, and I am excited. But there are still a few things I need to do before I go.
Like what?
Like renewing my passport, going to the travel agency to buy my plane ticket and figuring out what to do with my apartment while I'm gone.
You are not going to give it up, are you?
No way. I'll never find another apartment around here. But I don't like the idea of paying 3 months' rent on an empty apartment, either.
I don't blame you. Perhaps you could sublet it.
Yes, but whom to?
Let me think. Oh, I know just a person. An old colleague of mine, Jim Thomas, is coming here to do some research this summer, from June to August.
That's exactly when I'll be away. It sounds ideal, as long as the landlord agrees.
Tell you what, I'll be calling Jim late this week anyway, so I'll mention it to him then.
Well, thanks, Bill. Let me know what happens. That extra money will really come in handy. Anne, do you have time next Monday?
Yeah, what's up?
Next Monday is my birthday, and I would like you to attend my party.
Wow, I'd love to.
Great.
When and where?
5 o'clock that afternoon, and in my place, you know?
Yes, I know. I appreciate your invitation.
I am going to invite other guys. See you that day.
See you.
The police need our help finding a robber.
How do you know?
The TV news is reporting a bank robbery.
Do they know what the robber looks like?
Yes, he's 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, black hair, and about 30 years old.
What race is he?
They didn't say.
The TV news doesn't tell us the race anymore.
Of course not. That would be racist.
But how can we identify someone if we don't know their race?
Don't ask me.
Then they also shouldn't tell us if the robber is male or female, because that is sexist.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.